if you're ever in doubt, you can always draw a table of values.
Yeah.
But it's going to look something like this, roughly. Now, key points to consider are where it's crossing the y-axis, which in this case is 0, 1. And you've got the asymptote this time. An asymptote is a line which the curve gets closer and closer to, but it will never touch.
Yeah.
So the y-intercept is 1. The asymptote is the equation y equals 0. Or, if you like, the x-axis.
All right.
Probably better to say y equals 0, but I think it's good to remember both. So we can see that there.
Well, there's one.
And then now what we're going to start to do is draw variations of this curve. So underneath, I've got, so cool. So next we're going to draw variation of the graph.
Yeah.
Probably make copies of this.
Sorry, what?
I'm just going to make copies of this board.
All right.
So when we draw our variations, you can see how we've gotten those versions. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is just look at some variations. So let's see what happens if we transform the graph like this. Imagine we have y equals 2 to the power of x plus 1.
Wait, which one are we on?
The first slide.
First slide, sorry. Yeah.
So we've got y equals 2 to the power of x plus 1.
Yeah.
This is a type of transformation that affects the y coordinate because it's not being, like, we don't have the x has been replaced with something. It's not in the power with the x. So this one means that we're going to move everything up by 1 or add 1 to all the y coordinates.
All right.
So what that's going to look like is this. So we've got that.
So is that dotted line the new asymptote?
That's exactly it.
All right, sweet.
So y-intercept is equal to, I'll let you think about what that could be. And then
2.
that's it, yeah.
And then
So
1 is the asymptote.
So when we say 1, just 1 or?
Y equals 1,
That's
right?
it. That's it. And this is one reason why I prefer to write the asymptote as y equals rather than the x-axis, because it makes it easy to see, okay, you're adding 1 to all the y values. So that means the asymptote also goes up by 1.
Yeah.
And that's it. Okay. On slide 2, let's see what happens if we go for y equals 2 to the power of x minus 3. A bit of a jump, but it's fine. So in this case, I'll just tell you, there's going to be a y-intercept. There's going to be an x-intercept. And there's, of course, going to be a different asymptote. So I'll let you try to figure out what those might be.
All right. So it moved down by 3, right?
And that is correct.
Sweet. All right, so the y-intercept is -2, right?
Yep, because it goes down by 3. One take away 3 minus 2.
And then the asymptote is -3.
Give me the full thing. When you say -3, what is -3? X is -3.
Oh, y is -3, sorry.
Nice. And the x-intercept?
How would I work out the x-intercept?
Well, how do you work out the y-intercept?
-3 from 1.
Okay, fine. You knew the y-intercept before. In the past, when we drew like the quadratic graphs and the cubic graphs and stuff, how did we work out the x-intercepts?
Do we differentiate?
Nope.
Make
So
y equal to 0.
there we go. Yes, that's it.
All right.
Make y equal to 0 and then solve for x.
I'll do it now.
If you could give me the exact value, that's easier. Then you don't have to use a calculator.
Sorry, what?
If you could give me the exact value, then that would be better, because then you don't have to. You also don't have to use the calculator.
What do you mean by that?
As in, I'll explain later.
All right.
I'll let you just work it out, and then you'll probably see what I mean when you get to it.
$1.58. 1.6.
Okay, so before you use the calculator, what did you write? Like,
I wrote 3 equals 2 to the power of x.
Oh wait, yeah. So 0 equals 2 to the power of x minus 3. So 3 equals 2 to the power of x. And then after.
After I did log 2, 3, and then I got 1.58.
Okay, so just to say it properly, it's log to the base 2
Log to the
of
base 2, 3, yeah.
log to the base 2 of 3. So this one, we're doing that. And then we've got so yeah, you've got 0 minus 3 as your y-intercept. Your x-intercept, well, we've got x is log to the base 2 of 3. So log to the base 2 of 3, comma 0.
Yeah.
And then we've also got the equation of the asymptote, which is y equals -3.
Yeah.
Cool. So those are the kinds of things you can expect when you're shifting the graphs up and down. Now let's
Uh-huh.
also look at